A man lives two lives, but the second one doesn't begin until he realizes he only has one. When I first heard that quote, it uppercutted me so hard in the jaw that I fell over, died, came back to life, and was like, holy shit. It blew me out of the water. I didn't even know what to think about it because I knew exactly what it meant. I'm going to give you a quick little background on how I went from living my first life to living my second life. But as a young male, for me personally, my life was filled with video games, going to school, playing sports, hanging out with my friends, getting drunk. That was the daily revolving door, or the weekend revolving door, that brought me so much joy and so much happiness, and it was a good ass time. But when you get older, you grow out of those things. You start figuring out maybe what you want in life. Video games was my number one thing. I wanted to go pro in playing video games. It brought me so much joy and happiness, but I did at one point realize it was holding me back from reaching my goals. It was holding me back from realizing, damn, if I keep wasting my time playing video games, I'm never going to get to where I want to get in life. So you grow out of all these things. You grow out of the video games. You grow out of playing sports because you get too old. You grow out of old friends that hold you back from achieving your dreams. You grow out of all of these things that hold you back. And you realize that at one point. But once you grow out of it, you're lost for a second in life because you don't know quite what to do next with all of your free time that you have now. All of the free time that you spent when you were getting drunk at the bars, when you're playing video games all morning, all night till 3 a.m., sleeping for half of the day, maybe going to work, going to school, whatever it is. You grow out of that and then you have nothing. This is when depression starts to sit in. This is when sadness starts to sit in, and you kind of doubt your worth on this life. You kind of don't know where you sit as a human. You don't know why you're here. It's up to you to figure out what your purpose is, though. And I know it's easier said than done to find your purpose, but this is when you realize, holy shit, I'm living my first life, now I gotta live my second life. When you realize you only have one life, that's when you kick it into another gear and really turn it up a notch. And for me, that wasn't until I turned 23, 24 years old. But I threw my PlayStation 50 feet in the air. It was hard as fuck because I was leaving all of my friends behind, and it was sad because that was the only thing I ever knew. That's the only thing I ever did was play video games with my friends, and I loved it. But I also realized it was holding me back from achieving my real goals. It was taking so much time away from me. I didn't even know what to do. So now that I don't have it, I realized how much time I actually have to do things to get me somewhere. And that's all that I do now. But you get out of sports, you get out of all these things. What do you do with your time? This is where you start to build better habits, which is going to be the number one thing that's going to drive you somewhere in life. But I focused on 4 pillars. These 4 pillars was mindset, habits, nutrition, and training. I started eating the best I ever could to get in the best shape of my life. I started training because I wanted to be an absolute monster. I wanted to be diced. I wanted to look good. I wanted to feel good. I built better habits and a better mindset so I can love myself and love the world around me and be grateful for it and actually know what I was living for. If you focus on those 4 things, you can do a hell of a lot for yourself. But you have to commit to the lifestyle. And once you build better habits, once you change your habits, you then can change your lifestyle. And once you realize that everything is your fault and you're exactly where you are at right now because of your habits, because of your actions, because of your choices, that is another thing as a man. Once you realize everything is your fault, you then can take the next step in life because you have the power to change it. Every footstep you make should be vibrational. Every footstep you take should be intentional. You have to realize that you only get one life. And that's a scary fucking thing. Don't you want to make the most of it? Life is too short for you to not be ready to wake up in the morning and fucking get after it. I'm fired up every single morning because I know I only have one life and I want to make the most of it. I didn't know that for a quarter of my life. And that's sad because I feel like I wasted a lot of years not living my second life. So if you want to make the shift for yourself, start building a better mindset. Start building better habits, better nutrition, better training. Get in the best shape of your life, and that's all I can say. And you can ask yourself this: are you living your first life, or are you living your second life? And I'm grateful enough to be working and changing my clients' lives into building better mindset and habits, building a better nutrition and training, to work towards our goals, to feel and look the best we've ever been. If you don't like the way you look, guess what? You put the food in your mouth. You don't feel fit, you don't look jacked, guess what? You don't go to the gym, you don't exercise. You have a shitty mindset, guess what? You don't have habits built in place to give you that positive mindset. You don't have these systems that are going to take you where you want to go because you don't know where to start. But you also can't let go of the vices that give you happiness for the moment. So once you realize and give up the things that don't matter in life, the things that are holding you back from actually reaching your goals, you can then start living your second life. But you have to find your purpose, you have to have goals, and you have to want to change. Because nobody can change for you. And I really hope the fucking best for you guys. If you want to make the lifestyle changes that you want to make, you'll make them. But you got to do it for yourself. Because nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. You are the only person that can save you. But this is the end of the video. So if y'all liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. I'll see you on the next one.